Yo, what's cracking? This ghetto meme. So today's topic is gonna be about being non-canon, because I'm gonna have to clarify this up for all them fanboys out there. So a certain group of people in the Dragon Ball fan-base community tend to think that the word canon means erased, replaced, or don't exist, and that Dragon Ball Super has taken over Dragon Ball GT spot in the main timeline. But my little super geniuses, I'm here today to tell you that that is wrong. First off, before I do that, I need to get in what the word canon means. What does canon mean? In fiction, canon is the material accepted as official part of the story in the fictional universe of the story. It is often contrasted with or used as the basis for works of fan fiction. Now please tell me how any of that anywhere has anything to do with replaced, erased, or don't exist. Because if anything, that means even games are canon to its own storyline, which is the only thing that canon means, a part of its own main storyline and or continuity. Hopefully that cleared up some misunderstandings, because you have no idea how many times I go through hearing that a day. On top of that, I don't even know what be y'all purpose on even saying it the way y'all do. Cause y'all say it like y'all literally proved a point, or that dismisses anything in the debate. It don't even make sense. Fucking nitwits. My bad, I be trying not to cuss so much. But in my other form of businesses that's on this page, it be like that sometimes, you know. But I'm trying to keep it a little professional. Nah. This is for all of you, so you can see it for yourselves. What is what and where goes where. Let me break down for y'all the different timelines and how they go. There are 3 different timelines, or main timelines I would say, because in Dragon Ball there is multiverses. The 3 timelines originate as Dragon Ball manga, Dragon Ball the show, and Dragon Ball minus. Those are the 3 main timelines of Dragon Ball that makes it a main timeline. Now, the Dragon Ball manga is nothing but its own continuity with the word Dragon Ball in it. It ends there. It's no Z, nothing else after that. The second main timeline is Dragon Ball animation wise. And then that timeline, it consists of Dragon Ball, Dragon Ball Z, the original one, Dragon Ball GT, and Dragon Ball GT's continuation, Dragon Ball Heroes. And for them that's about to say, Dragon Ball Heroes is a short promo, I'll explain in another video on why that is GT's continuation. Now, as far as Dragon Ball Super timeline, it resides Dragon Ball minus, Dragon Ball Z Kai, then Dragon Ball Super. I'm not really sure why this is so hard to understand, but okay, it is. So I'll explain it more. Dragon Ball Z original and GT / timeline is because, also with Dragon Ball, is because Toriyama didn't actually write that, meaning all they did was be inspired off of his manga of Dragon Ball and then created all the other animated series for that. Now, in the Super Broly movie, they show Goku's background of how he got to Earth, meaning they retconned it. And in that movie, they show Dragon Ball Minus's backstory for Goku. If you don't believe me, just go look it up. Now, the second thing that makes Dragon Ball Z Kai in Super's timeline is because of where it ends in the story. No, it is not Original Z. First off, Original Z ended over 25 years ago, so it can't be part of Super's timeline. But on top of that, Z Kai literally ends in the Buu Saga. Dragon Ball Super is 3 years after the Buu Saga. So for all the little fanboys that want Dragon Ball Super to be part of Dragon Ball Z Originals timeline, stop it, because it ain't, it can't be, and it never will be. So shut that up. Damn, that shit annoying. Now I know I already showed this picture, but I gotta get back to it so I can break it down and explain it a little better. See, people that like Super is basically a new age generation that never actually seen Z. They only seen Z Kai at max, if not just Super. But anyways, this is Toriyama's original manga, his creation, his writing, etc. that everybody claimed that Super is a part of. Now, this is why it can't be a part of Super's timeline, because first off, do you see how older Pam is in this? Do you see how Goku has met Oob? Do you see how everyone has aged? And do you see Toriyama's final regards in his last manga or thing that he wrote? It says, this was the story of how the Dragon Balls involved Goku and his friends in a big adventure. This is the end of what I can show you all, but I'm sure a lot of troubles will happen in the future, but they'll overcome from somehow. Don't worry, they'll still have the Dragon Balls. From reading Toriyama's final regards, you can clearly see that they plan on having a continuation for Dragon Ball Z back then. The only thing is Toriyama didn't continue writing the manga form. That's it. A lot of New Age super fans also tend to think that Toriyama had absolutely nothing to do with GT whatsoever, but again, that is wrong. First off, what I just showed you on the last picture, you can clearly see that GT is continuating the end of Z. See, people tend to think that GT is 15 years after the Buu Saga, but again, that is wrong because GT is only 5 years after Z. Again, because a lot, not all, but a lot of the super fan base that never actually seen original Z never saw that there is a 10-year time skip at the end of the Buu Saga. So a lot of people tend to get confused on what's going on how GT and everybody aged so far ahead. Even regarding Toriyama, he did not leave because GT was bad. GT wasn't bad. If you want to be technical, GT was actually better than Super and it had more passion and care put into it. The reason Toriyama left during the GT saga is because he damn near lost his prime. I'm sorry, let me rephrase that. He did lose his prime. He was losing it by the time the Buu saga hit. A lot do not understand that Z was actually originally supposed to end by the time the Namek saga was over. But then they kept it going with the Cell saga. And then after that, they tried to end it where Gohan was the main character. And that was the end of the story for Goku. But people wanted to continue the story, so they did that. Hence the Buu saga where Goku comes back to life. And then Goku being the main character again from there on. But anyways, Toriyama did not leave GT without doing nothing. This is Toriyama's regards on why Goku is back being the main character of the series. This is the planets that he drew and created. He also created the logos for GT. He also created the spaceship for GT. And these are the character designs that he came up with and did himself. Do you notice how they're aged slowly but surely from the last time in Z? Toriyama was there and had a hand at the beginning of creating GT. He left by the time the Real Dough arc was over. And at that point, he left everything to Shueisha, Toei, etc. A lot of fanboys, I'm sorry, force a habit. A certain super grouper fans. I'm not going to necessarily say believe, but more so want Super to be a certain way that they like it. So they spread lies to take advantage of other new age fans of Dragon Ball that hasn't seen other series and don't really know what's going on but trying to get into the series for real. So they spread their beliefs like a super cult damn near, and they spread it like a wildfire. So I know I'll get a certain reaction from a couple specific type of people, but the thing is I don't really care. Not only do I not take y'all serious, but I gotta also spread the truth because a lot of people be lying on this. And at this point it's just ridiculous. See, this page ain't necessarily to just bash Super because I'm an anime fanatic, so I like talking about other anime too, but specifically Super, I gotta break a lot of things that's hidden on the truth. Once I do that, then the Dragon Ball community come back as a whole, as one. See, if you like Super, that's one thing. It's okay to like something. But just because you like something don't mean you need to be spreading it or forcing it on other people, while also spreading your hate for another series for other people just to hate it too. Y'all gotta cut that out. That shit ain't cool. My bad, my Dragon Ball fanatics. Now that that's out the way, we gonna get back to topic, which brings me to my first point. We gonna call this point A. First off, there can't be two of the same person from two different universes being the same continuity. That doesn't even make sense. Dragon Ball is clearly a multiverse for a reason, meaning there's multiverses with other timelines and different versions of the same person. That does not mean one doesn't exist anymore. Point B being that if Dragon Ball Super was part of Dragon Ball Z original timeline, then this scenario wouldn't exist. And before people say that this is a filler, that does not mean that this did not exist in this timeline of original Z. That just means that it didn't exist in the manga of Dragon Ball, which proves my point that Dragon Ball Super is not connected to Z original, because in Hell, all of the past villains watched Goku fight Majin Buu, but in Dragon Ball Super, by the time Frieza came back to life, he didn't even know that Goku fought Buu. Point C on how Dragon Ball Super is not connected to Original Z, but GT is connected to Original Z, is because in Super, Goku has never met Oob yet, but in Z, Goku has not only met Oob, but he told him that he'll be his trainer. Then in GT, Goku is done training Noob, which is again only a 5-year difference. D, by the end of Z, Goten and Trunks has not only grew, but they have also been trained by Goku and Vegeta both, while being in their teen years. Then in GT, Goten and Trunks have aged in their mastery and experience, and became adults, which is why they can't be connected to Super. Because not only have Goten and Trunks still the same size as they was in Z, they are actually smaller. And not only that, they have zero to little relevance in Super, so much so that they might as well not even exist, to be honest. Now hopefully that cleared up a lot of discombobulated confusion on a lot of different topics. But I'm sure everything I just said will either go over people's heads still, or somehow some people will still probably fix their lips to say that that's not evident, so I'll continue with some more. Now before I get into E, I would like to state two things first. One being that Toriyama does not write Super's manga, Torio Taro does. And all Toriyama does now is plot outlines. Same thing like he did in GT. My second thing is, do you see that unlike the certain group of Super fanboys wants people to believe that Toriyama etc. hates GT and the ideas, but do you not see that Super Vegeta is drawn wearing GT's fit? So that'll already debunk that thing. But anyways, E being that Bola and Bra, whatever you prefer in Pan, are children, not children, babies in Super instead of older, which also proves that Super isn't connected to Original Z, but instead connected to filling in a part of that 10-year time gap that ends Z. So basically Super is one big ass filler in the timeline, Dragon Ball. Now I know I already talked about Oob a couple times, but this time it isn't about Goku meeting him, it's more so about his age in Super compared to where it is in Z. So F being that Oob ages are not connected in the same timelines. He is younger in Super. Now I'm about to get into G. G, Goku, get it? Irony. People ain't gonna like me talking about this one, but it gotta be said. Because it's one of the all-time endings, I had to make this the ending of my presentation for real. But basically, by the end of Z, Goku is done being trained. He is a full-blown master, meaning he isn't making Ricky mistakes like he does in Super. He isn't going around trying to fight people to get stronger. And he isn't going around looking for a teacher. He is the teacher at that point, because he is a master, meaning that he still can't be taught stuff from other people, and his power still can't grow. It just means he reached his full growth potential of being an expert. Nah, hopefully I put a stop to all this non-canon bullcrap, because as a community we need to all band together and stop this nonsense because it is ridiculous. But anyways, hopefully y'all like this video. Like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. You know how it go. And if you run into a non-canon tard, hopefully this video will give you proof to shut them up. But I doubt it, because I know how they get down. Anyways, peace.